Let me ask you to recall one more detail from the interview. Before Eric finished his work on the new, did he tell anyone about it? Yes, he said he told a few friends. My question was, while you were working on it, did you tell people about it? Let's write the verb in. While you were working on it, did you tell people about it? This is an example of the past progressive. We use a form of be in the past, was or were, plus the present participle. It ends in ing. Why do we use the past progressive? Well, we're also referring to a past action, but now we're referring to an action that was not finished. We're looking to the past at a specific time, but at that time, the action was still taking place. It did not end. So he was working, and as he was working, he told this friend and that friend, and perhaps one more friend. Be careful though, just because you see a form of be and then later a word that ends in ing doesn't mean that you have a progressive verb. Let me show you an example. Eric said he told friends about it and people were very encouraging. They supported his work. At first glance, this could look like the past progressive. We have were, and then we have ing. But is that really the past progressive? No, because we're describing the people. They were encouraging. This word is an adjective describing people. We actually have the simple past. That's because we cannot use the past progressive to talk about past states, past conditions, or past emotions. Normally, non-action verbs do not appear in progressive tenses, so be careful.
So the past progressive expresses actions or events in progress at a past point in time. They are unfinished. The emphasis is on the activity as it occurred. Be sure you understand when to use the simple past and when to use the past progressive. First, non-action verbs are not usually used in the progressive, so express past states or conditions with the simple past. Second, we can use the simple past to refer to an action that interrupted a process. The process is expressed by the past progressive. As I mentioned, the past progressive uses a past form of be plus the present participle, which is the ing form of the verb. So for example, work becomes working. I was working, he was working, she was working, it was working, you were working, we were working, they were working. With negative forms and short answers, we'll just use that form of be. So use a negative form of be in the past plus the present participle to form the negative, as in, I wasn't playing, we weren't playing. Short answers to yes/no questions will look like this. Were you playing? Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. Let's review all the verb tenses we've studied to date. In this exercise, choose the best form of the verb to complete the sentence. 1. Answer B. Earlier this year, Eric began to work on the second new. A specific time was mentioned. 2. Answer C. Look, this is something else that Eric is working on. It's almost finished. This is a present time frame, and the work is not finished yet. 3. Answer B. I'm sorry, were you practicing? I didn't mean to interrupt. The activity that was in progress requires the past progressive. The action that caused the interruption requires the simple past. 4. Answer C. Paul stopped, listened to one song, and then continued on. This is a series of actions, finished actions, in the past. 5. Answer: well, this one's a bit tricky. I don't think C is really incorrect, but I do feel that B is the best answer choice. I would read the sentence as follows. They weren't playing any songs I knew, but I continued to sit and listen. I feel there's emphasis here on activity. You could ask, well, what were the musicians doing? What songs were they playing while you sat there and while you listened? There's an emphasis on activity rather than completion of action. 6. Answer: C. The guitarist was playing so fast I couldn't follow the finger work. Here we need a past action, but not a completed one. There's emphasis on the process, that process of playing. 7. Answer: A. Neil sings and plays the guitar really well. He has performed at a few parties. You should hear him sometime. I feel the present perfect is the best answer choice here because performing is a past action, but there's a connection to the present. We have the knowledge that he sings and plays well. There's also connection to the future. There's a possibility he will play again. He'll perform again, so you'll have the chance to hear him. 8. Answer: A. The guys were nervous at first, but after the first song they started playing just fine. Here we need the simple past because nervous is an emotion, a state, and we can't express that in the past progressive.
That's all for this lesson. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll join me again to learn more about verb tenses in English. Happy studies!